Tic-tac. Let's wait.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, good afternoon, community, to this 22 roundtable. Welcome and thank you. There is a lot of people today. Hello, George. Hello, Blinky. Hello, Minor Helen.
Hello. Hello, guys. So nice to see you, everybody.
Hi, Dad.
Hello.
I just want to say an happy birthday to our friends Dennis because DP Telecom birthday today. Happy birthday, mate.
Thank you. Let the birthday memes begin.
Okay, so I think. Oh, hello, Sadicans. We have some friends for eGem also. That's cool. Let's start with some question. Nice, no question.
Next week.
See you. Bye. Thank you. Numna, I will not disclose the country today, of course, because I don't want that everybody rush there. No, but we got our license, so I'm really happy. We got the company license, so that's really cool. That's allow us to do everything we want to do. It will take, of course, some time to put in place because we will do it on two step. First, establish company, start with all legal stuff with our current package, so with all what we have, and then we can start working on Pirl Pay. And commerciants will be able to use fiat, fiat to crypto and crypto to fiat using Pirl directly. So we have our complete package, and it's what we want. Don't depend from other, and we will be able to provide all that services to people. So it seems not so big, but it's really big news because we are free to continue our business. If someone wants to comment, enjoy. Mac Miner, I think Amazon you can forget because even PayPal is not there. Amazon is it's different stuff. We should ask to Jeff Bezos' wife, maybe she wanted, but for now, no, it's not planned. We want to target all the smaller commerciants, the people that run a web shop and so on, because we will develop plugin for that. So it's more interesting that target something like Amazon for now. And of course, it's a new service that we will disclose and start, and we have to begin small and then adjust. I think it will be around the summer that everything will be complete, because now we need some time to complete few papers for the company, blah blah blah. The office also, we need to have it because I will move there, so I plan to have the office and so on. We want to set up a lot of things, so I prefer to take 1 or 2 more months, but to be secure and something really stable.
Julian, I think people are going to want to know, we're just to be sure for everybody, we're going to develop plugins for most of the common open source shopping carts, right? Like OS Commerce, WordPress, etc. If that answers your question.
Yeah, exactly, correct. We will target first all the biggest used e-commerce plugin. So I think it's WooCommerce for the moment on WordPress, and we will try integration one-on-one. We will put that open source normally, because then community can work on it. Also, if you want to provide an input and so on, we normally will put that open source. Exactly, North Pole. No, I'm in Belgium. It's like that. You have the feeling to be on a freezer without beer.
It won't get taxed in space, but as soon as you come back to the Earth, it will be.
Depend if you have a wall. Okay, well, yes, I think it's a good point, Blinky, that you pushed the plugin. I give few, but we are really open to get what you want.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we want this to be widespread adoption, and it has to start out at somewhere. It can't start out with, Amazon or eBay, because we're still developing the product, and we're just now getting on the road to where we're going to be able to legally put our own stuff out there to start increasing the actual market value of Pirl, without doing the other tricks that everybody else does with the ICO and saying that we're going to save the planet with it. So one of those good entry points is to make it something that people can actually integrate into their own services with relative ease. And most small services like that have both a set of plugins or an API that plugins can be developed against, in addition to probably a merchant type website where the merchants will be able to set up clients, take payments, things like that, which generally it interfaces with the API in the back end.
Yeah, it will be really easy to use plugin. So you will have an iPhone apps or iPad or whatever mobile apps, let's say, and you will be able to take payments and receive payment and so on, send payments. It will be really easy to use, and for some merchant that want to have a part in fiat, they will be able to do it. So if you want to have 10% in fiat and the rest in crypto, still you will be able to directly transfer that. So that's a big step. We will have also some know your customers verification and so on to be correct with the law for that. So yeah, that's the question of Oxenhouse. Where does that put in the crypto ecosystem? How many other crypto are in this class? I think crypto itself, with that license and ability to do stuff, I don't know if there is some that exists. Maybe you can push an input about that, but I'm not sure, because they are all focused on marketing, be listed on big exchange and so on. And I'm not sure there is some crypto for that have that. Maybe someone, George or Blinky, but I don't think there is.
None that I know of that actually have a registered company. So keep in mind, this also allows us to form legal partnerships with other places, as well as the future of the API and stuff that we develop can be used, you know, not only open source by other people, but it can tie together to things like exchanges. And I'm pretty sure Julian is wanting to make at first at least a Pirl exchange, but there could be possibilities later on for maybe adding other coins or tokens to it.
Yeah,
maybe
first
a
step.
platform for it.
Yeah, first step is Pirl, of course, definitely. Then we will be able to help some other coin with value, with real value, that develop code and so on, with uniqueness. That I really want to do it because that's important. But I don't want to be the next BTC or whatever, to list the more coin or all the coin that exists in the world. I don't care about that. I think it's not valuable.
No, I don't. I agree, and I think we should keep in mind too that one of the good things about the chain that we do have is the fact that it will work with ERC20 tokens, and we should eventually start to get some on our chain. If you're going to make a token and you're going to put its trust into the backing layer of it, you want to have that backing layer be big and wide and world spread with as many nodes as possible. And right now, Pirl's got around 1,000 nodes backing that up. Been around over a year, now has legal documentation behind it, and has a solid development track for a long time. There's not a whole lot of ET hash coins that can boast that at this point. So we want tokens to come in. We want people to make games and apps and actual things that are real world deliverable things on our chain to help its use and help it spread its viability across the planet. If anybody happens to know any that want to make a token, please do make them all.
Yeah, and even though the token on our chain is now secured, we make and we still make a lot of improvements. For example, now we have released the new node version with a lot of bug fix that we'll speak a bit later about that. But we still work on that. Some guys earlier say that crypto is wild west, and that's nearly normal. But no, for me, I don't agree. Crypto is like wild west because there is a lot of scammer and so on, and like we see recently on other coin, they make a hype, and all people say, oh, this coin is great. They say we will do that, and that, and you have only 10%, or if you have 10% of the work that's done. That's not the goal of Pirl, of course, and it's why we go legal to provide a lot of security for our users. And now more implementation. And I'm not sure you realize that, but we are now in a completely new world. The second part of the plan is the adoption, and now we can reach that. We can reach the adoption with Pirl Pay as a payment gateway, with our fiat gateway, selling some CDN and so on to company, because you can sell stuff to company without invoice and without being a company, as Blinky described it. You cannot make any contract and so on. So we have more server endpoint at least than Microsoft. So it's really a big step for everybody and for masternode holders, because you will be able to get the reward for that, and we have a really enterprise class network. So I'm really happy for that. Next question from Packetflow. Normally, Cryptostat could accept the PL because we were there. Maybe they need an API, or I don't know. You can contact them and check what they want.
Packetflow, I've already been working with my crypto stats. They're pulling off of my API. It should already be on there.
When you speak about security tokenization, I think you speak about company share, nearly something like that. Waiting the response from YouTube. Yeah, Alab, we will publish the two correct link for Pirl app. We have Windows and we have Mac. Alan, I think you have the Windows version that I send you. You can push that. We will make a resume for that. DP Telecom will change the address on the PillTube channel and Pirl app. So yeah, that will be available today. Oxenose giving the news. We are at the top of choosing you want, need from community. More masternode, hold PL, advertise, make product to sell for PL. I want that people just speak about it, give the real feedback they have. I don't want force advertisement. I don't care about hype advertisement and say, hey, that's work, but is it working? So give your real feeling about that. Give fact of what we do, what you love, and spread that.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah. I don't see why we couldn't get them to do Pirl.
I think we paid for that already, so maybe they forget or whatever. We can check.
I know when I worked with them last time, they were waiting for some API calls to be able to make on the back end. So maybe they need an additional target for them to do that.
Could be.
Packetflow, if they want to contact somebody, they can contact me, and I'll see what I can do for them.
Okay, so maybe some other question. Yeah, if you want to have question in any direction, feel free. We are here to answer. Yeah, packet flow. If you go to pilltube.com, you see a link, a button, share with get a share link, and then you have it. Let's give you an example. You don't have already the preview of the video because we will update that, but soon it will be available.
I think it's broken.
Yeah, pilltube.com doesn't work because it's redirected. You have a 404 page. You have to go. I will have to change that. But if you go there, Oxanos, yeah, we have a rating list for that. As we discussed it together too, we will have that. We have some websites that will be available to test. So yeah, I will just reply to the question of Osquero. What perks does having a company have? We just said before, you are able to make some contract with other companies, so you are able to sell your products. You are able to provide some more services. You are able to make this fiat to crypto exchange, so your crypto can be used everywhere. No problem. Yeah, Blinky just share a real implementation of IPFS. It's his pool, so it's already available.
Yeah, it's not a final URL, but for example, this is a online version of my pool that's on the cloud.
So the question from Minerland forwarded from YouTube. You also have regarding e-commerce plugin with any e-commerce platform, any plan for a specific e-commerce partner and agreement? No, we don't have any discussion because we will provide oh fuck the plugin for that. So yeah, you will be able to use that, and before reach biggest player and so on. We need to make some tests and so on, because if you fail one, you fail hard. Quartron, what happened to cherries? I don't know what happened to that because it's not our URL. If you want to get some stats about Masternode, you can go in Poseidon and you see everything. You should be able to do that later, packet flow. But now if you upload a video on the cloud directly, you embed the link directly. It's how your PillTube works. So yeah.
I thought that Pirl TV Sheriff's one, I thought he came back later and made an updated version of it, but it had a different URL. We'll have to dig around inside of Discord. It also didn't have the separation of premium versus content, so it was kind of flawed.
Yeah, the stats are pretty much completely wrong because he didn't split up content and premium.
We have thinking about the real decentralized exchange, but for the moment, it's not our biggest goal to make just an exchange. We want to include it in the services of Pirl. So for the moment, now it's not the goal. T-Bates, we will disclose a list of that. But basically, if we do stuff correctly with know your customer and so on, we don't have any restriction except few countries, but not so lot of users. Packet flow, the storage node is not for now directly. It will be probably this year, but we have a lot of stuff to release before because we have to develop the IPFS part and so on, and that's already a lot of work. So not after the summer of for sure, not before the summer. Sorry. Yeah, we have looked at around Mimblewimble. George, if you want to reply to that question, feel free.
Sorry, guys, it's a pretty big comment. I'm reading it right now.
Sakafat, what is this question? I don't bring down all the coin. I think because I share the stuff. I share the stuff. Otherwise, we don't have put Pilguard to open source, of course. And I made some comment on Twitter, apparently.
Okay, should I answer to the Mimblewimble question?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So Mimblewimble is a pretty interesting stuff. For the moment, we're not gonna hide that we're looking into it. It's very interesting. I have been working for it for pretty much since the beginning of it. So we just have to to think with Julian how we're going to use it, because as you know, Mimblewimble is a little different technology. It doesn't allow people to look at transactions. There are no addresses. We could implement it surely as a side chain, but it all has its ups and downs. For sure, there's going to be an implementation from us in a reasonable future. That means that we're going to have the Mimblewimble as a protocol. But how are we going to use it? Is it going to be just for the peer-to-peer layer? Is it going to be as a side chain so people can transact to Pirl in a hidden way, in a privacy way? We don't know yet. My personal opinion is always we build something, we see how it reacts on testnet, we see what complications do we have, because right now, as Julian said, we are a company, so we have to think about what is our legal obligation and how this project can to rephrase it, like let's say somebody wants to do something on the Mimblewimble chain. It should be also for us. We should be also protected if we have to use it. So in case of accusation about money laundering and blah 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 and so on. For sure, we're not like totally denying that we're going to implement it, but we're not also like saying, okay, Wimble will come to Pirl like in the next 6 months. Of course, if anybody is interested, at a given time, I will present my implementation on Golang and for Pirl exclusively, and we're going to take it from there.
Okay, so I think it's a good response. Suckerfats, if you can develop a bit more, because I think I never bash coin, even if I don't like some stuff sometimes. And I share, I offer help, so I don't have any problem.
Yeah, just to clear that out, the thing is that, guys, whatever we do, it's open source. It's for everybody out there to use it. We just want the credits for it. It's not like we cured the cancer or something like that. But since we are providing a solution, I think we should get reasonable credit for it, especially since we spent so much time from our lives and from our nights. Because don't get me wrong, we are also human. We have girlfriends, we have wives, we have kids, and you know, it's not cool just to grab something out of the internet, like change 2 lines and then say, okay, yeah, I maybe even did it better, when you don't even know what it does. Yeah, just my 2 cents, and that's it. I don't think we have to discuss it anymore. Also, Sakafat, I don't think we're bashing anybody. We're just making clear.
I don't make a sentiment because no, it's a new hype. It's you learn. I know. I think who you are and from where you're from, and I will say that I don't bash everybody. I just say the new hype. It's a sentiment, you know. If you think you are into the target, maybe you understand that wrong, because I don't want to have a target. And when I say it, the previous one, Pirl, not Pirl, PRL, was a scam coin apparently, and it's what about people speak. If you search on the Twitter for past comments, a lot of people say PRL, and they make assumption both is the same coin. I just reply it to that. I don't think with my comment it's PRL, not Pirl. I made some bash for someone. So I'm really clear. I'm really honest. I'm correct in my choose. I don't have any problem. And if you want, you can put your real name and ask me. You know, you speak about Othercoin. I have some good screenshot that where Othercoin go on the Discord saying we do bad work. You know, I don't do that, but others do. So maybe that's something to check. Now I will jump to other question. Um,
Maybe we should release some of those screenshots from other coin leaders that are betraying us and put them on our lovely IPFS.
I think it's a bad game. It's just what people want to that we do to make some. We speak about other stuff and so on. I don't have time to spend with that. I'm honest. I say okay. I have no problem with coin.
Yeah, you're right.
I think
Waste of time.
I think you can ask Ridley's or eGem. We have a good cooperation. When I have some question, sometime I ask him, and he come back to me and say, okay, I have that, and we have no problem. You can ask on eGem Discord. I don't have any problem with that. I really want to help everybody. I do what I can. Sometimes I don't do the best, but I try to. Okay. The question for Ivan. Alan, you want to read the question? No, you can't.
Which one?
From Ivan, the one you copy paste from YouTube. So it's cool.
You can use Mimblewimble as a means to hidden DEX transactions. I'll explain. As an exchange user, I do not want anyone or any party to know what I am buying or selling. Mimblewimble can be a good one in this sense.
So as George explained, we probably go deeper in that, but still a very young technology, by the way, and could be a good idea, of course.
Guys, like the whole thing is really interesting. There are some points that can really be integrated into Pirl, like the Dantelion peer-to-peer and stuff like that. Like so, we can have even a more secure masternode network. And this is all going to come. But I don't, as I said about Mimblewimble and the private transactions, we are a little bit hesitant on that, and we have to look at it more closely. But I think we can we can say that we're going to have at least a testnet version of it to work in the near future, so we can evaluate.
Yeah, like we do. We will go down. We'll go deeper. Sorry, in that, like we do with Sprogpo. Same stuff. We look at it. We will not just say, okay, Mimblewimble look like a good stuff and nice. We want more fact. Okay, Sokafat, so you know how it feels to be bashed. Yeah, I have a lot of bashing, but okay. Maybe it's something like. Alors, so, I don't target any coin. When you could just go around in the community and the crypto stuff, you have a lot now, and yeah, the new hype, we call that labs. You have a TC labs, you have a lot of labs. And okay, I say, oh, previous year was that, this year was that, what next? That's all. I just want you to say to people, like I say, not your key, not your coin, don't store on exchange, just like that. Just go deeper the name. It's not because someone say I can do that, or if I say I can do that, it's not the reason that I can do it. I say it, but not sure I can do. That's the thing. I'm not a marketing guy.
Me either, but this sounds like something you guys can take up offline. Don't you agree, sucker fat?
I'm constructive, not destructive, because otherwise I will be another step. I will be another guy. Sorry.
So, any more questions? We are. Julian, you want to talk about the new node?
Enjoy.
Okay, so yep, the new node, as you know, we have been working on it. It contains some bug fixes. It contains a new get. So we are going to the most recent Go Ethereum base, and of course all the usual implementation of Pirl. All the new security stuff are in there, and we expect it to behave really better than the last one because, of course, it contains like more bug fixes on our side and, of course, on the get side. We are actually on the final phase of testing it, so it's just a matter of time where we're going to release it out.
Sorry, I'm just checking something.
No, I was chatting with him on the back end, and he wasn't listening. Probably.
You won't have to delete anything.
In fact, I'm just looking on the Twitter link that was posted, and it seems it was removed from the Discord. But okay. Yeah, you will have later to replace get packet flow. So that's not a problem. We will release correct docs for that. We have fixed a lot of stuff like memory leaks and so on. Too much file open. Maybe you see that. There is a bunch of stuff that was released there.
Yes, I think all of those stuff are fixed, so you don't have to. And especially it's far more faster on the sync now. Not only that.
Yeah, and also if you download the new Pirl app, you will be able to use light chain, light node version, so you don't have the node on your computer. And we will soon enable the possibility to have a full node on your computer or use a remote node from a master node.
And guys, like also, I'll take questions about like my personal Pirl thing, Poseidon. Like yesterday, I set up the master node for a friend, and it took like 2 minutes. And I hope you're all enjoying this stuff, right? So, more questions?
It's correct. Xenos, the credential is correctly protected. I will not go deeper on the security because, let's you say, it's less information is out, but it's correctly protected. Thanks, Bison Snip. We have some trouble recently with the one click that we have some stuff to relaunch. Mainly when you update the credential, I think. We are working on that, and we will release a fix. Just buy one, George. Just buy more.
You just keep redeleting the same one and resetting it up.
Thanks, Falengroti. Yeah, please go to IPFS to share stuff. Numna, if you have a microphone and just want to unmute for 1 minute or two and explain quickly how people can do that, you are welcome. Seems Numna is not here. Okay. He's tipping. Blinky, can you put the music, the holding music, please?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh my God,
No
that's not
pressure.
the fly is on my monitor. Thanks, DP.
Okay, Numya, when you are ready, let's go.
Yo.
Welcome, guy.
Hey. So what's up? So I was playing poker. Fuck. Yeah, man. You want me to talk about the Pro Cloud? I'm guessing. So and dropping things for IPFS.
Exactly.
So, man,
how to use it.
Just open up your Poseidon, man. It's the easiest thing in the world. Open up Pro Cloud, left hand side. Okay, and drag your file, whatever you want, into the box that says drag here, drop it in there. Next thing you know, give it a second. 3 seconds later, 4 seconds later, you will have a file that will be fully loaded on IPFS. Use that link and share it with the world. Tweet it. Do whatever. Facebook. Share it. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Again, let's do this.
You can also use that link, for instance, if you're starting to try to do content management, where you're making a website that's trying to link to something. That would be a link that you could use.
That's how I used it.
That's how I made the online version of the pool.
Yes, it's very easy, guys. Anybody can do it.
I think you do it
with some help from Dubs. If somebody does have a whole website that they want to upload, it would be probably a good idea to get with Dubs so that he can help with.
Yeah, with pleasure. You can just drop me a message and I will assist and help you to do that for the moment.
Some things I can tell you that I learned about it. You're going to want to have it in a zip file and have the directory structure set up in the way that it needs to be. Be careful with MIME types. Sometimes the MIME type gets eliminated, so you may have to do a couple of tries to get it to work.
Yeah, and when I have the zip, I will upload and give you the link. But soon you will be able to do it directly yourself on Poseidon. Thank you, Fats. Thank you, Nana, for the explain.
Yeah, dude. Cool.
Thank you very
I'm out
much.
of here, guys.
I want you to give a big thanks to Niklas, also that has started to work with us a bit as a community guy. He's working on the website for the moment, the main Pirl website. So you should be able to see some commit from him and Dev Diary. And thank you very much. Okay, so more question, guys?
Do we have the web wallet on IPFS?
Not yet. Not yet, because we have to make a versioning, and I don't move it for the moment, for the simple reason that I don't want people to be scammed for that. So I have to make a bit of work on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, if you want to buy more Pirl and so on, now as Cryptopia is down, you can go to stock exchange, stacks.com. We have good feedback from them, so if you want, enjoy.
I'm not working on much.
Fat is working on a secret ICO project, I think, in his cave. Yeah, it's time
I'm
capsule.
not. You're gonna get rumors started. To be honest, the last 20 or so days, I've been working hard at my regular job for about 14 hours a day, and traveling. So I really haven't been doing much other than a couple of hours here and there.
Yeah, Numna, we will move everything to IPFS as well as the doc. There is a doc version already, I think, in IPFS, but I will move everything. The docs to IPFS, the website to IPFS, everything to IPFS. We have an infrastructure and stuff. We will just use it. Like, the video link and so on is always posted on YouTube. PearlTube, sorry.
I am working on updating the latest videos. I got a little bit behind, but I got everything set up. I just got to upload the last few, and we'll be good to go.
I don't think you can put PHP on it as it's a server-side language.
You can mostly put all the JavaScript there. SQL now and IPFS is not really reliable, so it's something that we have to take on, and we are checking our own solution to do that. Yeah, you have static page, but not really static because if you check the link of Fat Blinky, the pool is not so static.
Put it like this. IPFS is a file system. It's not a programming language, right? So you're not going to go get some storage space on a hard drive and expect it to be able to process, PHP.
Yeah, maybe you can render the files and then use a server to render that. Could try.
I don't know. I don't think a smart contract's going to do PHP.
Why you want guy to use PHP? PHP is dead.
I know. I love PHP too, but I think you have to understand that this is a file system. It's not a jack of all trades thing. You could try to make it do stuff, but it's going to be very challenging to get, a file system to try to do computations on stuff or read your tags inside of a PHP that you upload. Now you might be able to trick it somehow and upload your PHP content and then have some other website suck it in and process it and push it back out, but it's not going to happen natively just because it's on IPFS.
But we are exploring Alop to reply on the same time. We are exploring some tools to do and to use CPU and memory and so on and do real computation on Masternode. But it will take a bit time of research. Yeah, I got you. We can do that maybe. I was thinking about upload out of the service or something like that, but I scared that server will be centralized, because you need at least some resource to do that, and not sure people will take that server and so on and maintain it because it will be costly. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the GPU rendering tier.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe something better, like make a real cluster, with everything, and it will select where to process and so on. It's something that I have in mind even for miners because we have a lot of GPU available, so a lot of computing powers for that. So, is there any more question?
You can make a plugin for SETI and allocate some GPUs on the network through the master nodes or through the chain to find aliens.
I'll have you speak about George reply to that if you want.
Well, to be honest, for the moment, we are good to go. We have like a super cool security option, and we have our node secured. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff. It's not something hidden. That we have been working on a solution, but I don't think it is the most important thing right now. Because what we have is like we have a good hashing power. We are of course like anybody can mine Pirl at the moment. Going to a new algorithm will take a lot of change on the proof of work part. And since I've been working already on Mimblewimble things. I don't think this is a #1 priority right now. For me personally, like I think Julian will also agree that changing I can change the algorithm like tomorrow, like Ubik did. And I'm not like bashing anybody or something here, just to get that out of the way. But we can like change the algorithm tomorrow. Will that be something important? I don't think so. Right now, what we need is like to have secure network, to have solutions, and I think we should work on that. Like as said, it's totally easy to change an algorithm. I would like to implement something that's really unique on Pirl, and we have discussing it with Julian. We're going to work on it in a future base. I don't think right now it's so important to do that.
Yeah, also you have to get in mind that it's really big change, and we need to be careful with that. So it's important. We want to release some stuff that is really stable and that people can use and still use. So we have to make some big tests and research. Yeah, ASICs could probably come to us. That's possible. But we have to go step by step also.
But think about that also, like if this happens, we're going to react. I mean, the project has shown, and the team behind it, that whatever happens, we are here to react. So we're not like going to react after a month or something. If this happens and we see like some like big farm not attacking within quotes, right? Like doing the network, overloading it, and like the GPU miners cannot be profitable, then of course we can change in a matter of like a very short time period, and we can make them obsolete. But until then, and since we have only 100 gigahash at the moment, 120, which is for me super fine, and everybody's like getting their GPUs like well worth it, I don't think we should like really have a problem with that. There you go. There you go. Well, don't get me wrong, but we are here to keep you happy. So we have
Yeah, we are for another. We should, but so much to do, and yeah, have a
I think
I'm losing you, Dubs. I can't hear you.
you heard me. Yep, seems to work. Yep, we are back.
let's just go ahead and close it up. It's been an hour anyway.
Yeah, yeah, we will make a conference. Okay. Yep, we could host an IPFS, but we need a bit of work. Okay, so I think for now we got all the question. We probably replied nearly everything. If you have more question, feel free. Otherwise, we can close this meeting.
All right, I have to get going. I have another thing to do. So thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you guys later. And, of course, see you every day because this is what I do all day.
See you, Blinky. Enjoy your weekend. So thank you, community, to be there once again. We are really happy to share with you these new steps, and thank you for your support, of course. And once again, happy birthday, DP Telecom. Thank you, guys. See you next week.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Happy birthday, DP.